It's that time of year again when you have to write an essay about a book that you read over the summer for your English class. This is a procrastinator's guide on how to prepare for your summer reading essay by making study guides or annotations in order to make sure that you know your book inside out. You can make a quick study guide for you to review before writing the essay. Here are some essential elements to include. Characters. Write the main characters' key traits, especially their flaws. Summer reading topics often deal with the characters' mistakes and the challenges that they face. Also, include relevant quotes from characters that you could potentially use in an essay. Make sure to write down the page number. Setting. If this is a piece of historical fiction or a book that takes place in a central location, write down the location and the time period to figure out their significance. For instance, the book Night by Elie Wiesel is a memoir about the Holocaust, so I might talk about the events leading up to that time period to provide more context. Symbols. Where in the text are they found and what do they mean? For instance, an important symbol in the book Night is the night itself, which represents darkness, the absence of faith, and hopelessness. Themes. This is the universal social commentary that the book is trying to convey. This is probably the most important part to include in your study guide, since most essay questions ask you to discuss theme. Remember, theme isn't a single word such as hope or power or love, but it's an actual statement about how these abstract ideas impact society or the individual. You can annotate your book with sticky notes to prepare for the summer reading essay. Some students like to either color code or highlight their sticky notes to indicate different categories. For example, a red sticky note could mean that you found a relevant quote to use in an essay. You can annotate symbols and write questions on sticky notes as well. Those would be questions to look up in the future or text that you're confused about so you can ask a teacher. Climaxes and turning points are also good to mention, as well as literary devices such as metaphors, similes, allusions, paradoxes, etc. Of course, if you think of a theme while reading, write it down on a sticky note so you don't forget. Color coding isn't necessary. I find that just one color also works fine. You can also annotate your book on a separate sheet of paper in what is called a double-sided journal. You can either fold your piece of paper in half or make a chart. The left side is labeled Events and the right side is labeled Analysis. Under Events, you'll describe significant moments, and under Analysis, you'll write a few bullet points about what the event reveals about character, plot, setting, or theme. Most importantly, you should try to figure out the author's purpose. Why did she decide to include a specific detail in the book? Here's an example. In Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, Hagar makes several failed attempts to kill Milkman dead, who is another character. Hagar was Milkman's previous lover, and after Milkman refused to be with her, Hagar's attempts to kill him show her obsessive love. Her name has biblical significance as well. Just as Hagar in the Bible was cast out by Sarah and Abraham, Hagar is cast out by Milkman. This allusion reveals the theme of the exploitation of women, which often harms an individual's self-esteem and creates a desire for vengeance. Comment below and tell me what book you had to read for your summer reading essay. I will be releasing a new video on how to write the summer reading essay step by step, so stay tuned. Subscribe for more videos and tap the bell to receive notifications whenever I make a new tutorial. I'm Miss Peer Editor, and I will see you next time.